What's up, everybody? This is the MOBC, my own boxing community. Some of you boxing fans are so pathetic and so sad. I mean, like I said, I'm starting to believe that a lot of you boxing fans today, so many of you guys, gravitate to a certain boxer, and then you guys develop this weird online social media obsession with that fighter. You know, before during the Manny Pacquiao and Floyd era, a lot of you guys weren't around at that time. And that was the time where Floyd came up with all these keywords, right? All these different keywords to avoid fighting a more fresh version of Manny Pacquiao. So he used words like, I'm the A side, make this fight, make it make sense. And all this nonsense to the point where now we have boxing fans today reiterating those same words to justify why their favorite fighter shouldn't fight another fighter. Now, I remember when Benavidez lost his belt on the scale. That is a justifiable reason for Canelo at the time to not give this guy a chance to fight him. At that time, Benavidez's resume wasn't that good. At that time, Canelo tested his waters, fighting Kovalev. Tested his waters at 175 pounds. So he's doing all these different things and everyone wants him to fight Benavidez. Now it makes sense. Benavidez has got his title. His resume is a little bit better. The 168-pound division isn't that good. His resume is a little bit better. Canelo is campaigning at 168. The rematch with Bivol is not going to happen because Bivol is moving on to fight Beterbiev. So, being that Canelo is campaigning at 168, he should fight the number one guy next in line, well, the number two guy in that division, and that is Benavidez. The same applies to Terence Crawford. I don't understand what part of this about boxing talk, about the sport of boxing that doesn't make sense to you. If Terence Crawford is still campaigning at 147 pounds and the Spence rematch isn't going to take place because of his injuries, and Crawford is still at 147, then you idiot fans out there, tell me who Crawford should face. If he is campaigning at 147 pounds, I don't see why he should not face Boots, who has the rinky-dink title down there. Who else should Boots fight? Danny Garcia moved up to 154. Thurman is no longer there. Virgil Ortiz has moved up to 154. Porter has a podcast now. And a lot of the other 147-pound fighters, a lot of them are still doing trying to get their name up. So who else is there for Crawford at the age that he is now? He only has a few fights left. And if he's campaigning at 147, why does the fight have to make sense to you money-wise when you're not getting paid any of the money? We already know that Crawford will be the A side. That's a given. He is the undisputed champion there. He hasn't defended his title. He didn't defend his title at 140. So if he's still campaigning at 147, why not defend your title at the undisputed title at 147? Aren't champions supposed to defend their titles? You guys let Floyd Mayweather use these key words, these key words, A side, and make it make sense. The money gotta be right. All of these different key words are words that fighters use to skate and dodge certain opponents now. You Tank fans are doing it for Tank. Tank has one of the worst resumes in boxing today. And you guys are paying pay-per-view for his fights. To fight a guy that's not worth talking about. Luckily for the MOBC, we stream fights. See, the MOBC, we're not one of those guys that we don't care that if you say, well, you're not paying for the fights, why should you? If I have an opportunity to watch this fight, a pay-per-view fight for free, why should I pay for it? If you walk into Burger King and the lady at the cash or the male or whoever at the cash register tells you the food is on the house, you can get this double Whopper with cheese and fries on us. Are you going to take the food for free, or are you going to still pay for it? The smart guy is going to take the food for free. Now, I'm not downplaying anyone who pays pay-per-view. It's your money. You can do what you want. But if I'm a pay-per-view, it has to be on the level of a Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson, on the level of Lennox Lewis and Vitaly Klitschko, on the level Pernell Whitaker and Chavez. Those are fights worth paying pay-per-view for. Now, to get back to what my point is, you guys let Floyd Mayweather control and manipulate you guys into thinking that you are part of the negotiation table, where you're not. I'm sorry, you're not. You boxing fans are never going to be in a negotiation table. You boxing fans are never going to sign papers and read papers. You're not. You're just boxing fans. You're watching from the other end of the screen. So stop with the nonsense. Stop being fanboys. The MOBC is here to give you guys the truth. Please like, share, and subscribe. This is the MOBC.